right, hello. Good afternoon, good morning, greetings. We're not getting started for about, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. So if you're watching this after the fact, skip ahead. Otherwise, hello, my name's Anna MC. I'll be guiding you through a flow today, focusing on some twisting. So heads up on that. As always, if you are able, please consider donating to our teacher support fund. You can find that link at blackswanyoga.com/live. If you want some tunes for practice today, I didn't post a specific playlist, but if you go to my Spotify, Anna MC, anything labeled BSY is going to be nice to flow to today. So maybe you go and check that out in the next, 8 minutes that we have. Find one that vibes with you, cue it up. That's all I really got. Like I said, gonna get started in about, 8 or 9 minutes, so start to get settled in. I'm gonna grab a towel probably, because I usually sweat whenever we flow. Grab some water, and make sure that you're wearing some comfy clothes. Hello. Greetings. Good morning, good afternoon, hello. We're going to be starting in a couple of minutes. If we don't know each other, Nice to meet you. My name is Anna MC. I'll be guiding you through a flow today, focusing on some twisting. I don't know about y'all. Having a real hard time waking up today. Just feeling real groggy. Maybe it's because it's a overcast day here in Austin. But yeah, so I want to do a little bit of one breath. So we can do just a little bit of that kind of breath to movement. And then we'll just focus in on, twist today. Get ready. If you need any like blocks or books or what have you, go ahead and grab them now. We are going to get into our hamstrings a little bit today as well. Let's think. I don't have a specific playlist that I put up for y'all today, but if you want some music for practice, just go find my Spotify account, Anna MC. That's how you find me. And anything with BSY in the beginning of the title is going to be appropriate to flow to today. So if you're like, yeah, why not? Check it out. Go peruse and get some music queued up. If you're able to, please consider donating to our teacher support fund. You can find that link at blackswanyoga.com/live. It's going a long way to help support us teachers who are happy to be here flowing with you. So that's all I really got. Give me a follow on Instagram at the.anna.mc. I often post daily playlists for y'all whenever I teach. That's it. Maybe grab a towel. I usually sweat whenever we do flow practices, so I've got a towel nearby. I've got my water, got some coffee. Getting started in just a second. We're going to start in a seat today. We'll do a nice little seated warm up and then we'll get moving. So, I don't know. That's all I got. I miss not being able to like actually interact with you guys. I'm just like talking to, the ether basically. So that's where we're at right now. All right. Maybe you wipe all the dirt off your mat if you're like me and somehow always have dirt on your mat. I don't know where it comes from, but it's there. Okay. Alrighty, friends, I'm going to give folks just a minute or two to kind of hop on since we are coming up directly on the dot. Start to settle in. I'm going to recommend crisscross applesauce to begin. Your ankles can be staggered or stacked, whatever feels better for you. Find your sit bones on the mat. Nice, tall, comfortable seat. What's today? It's Tuesday. That's what day it is. Here we are. It's Twisty Tuesday. That's a thing that we're doing today. All right. Nice tall seat. Let's start by taking the shoulders up to the ears. And then just let them settle down the back. Good. So we'll start with a few breaths today. As we get settled in for this short breath practice, I want you to find something intentional to do with your hands. I'll offer you 3 options. Maybe you have a mudra, though, that you know you want to practice. Option 1 is to place your palms face down on your thighs. Placing your palms face down gives you a sense of grounding, right, and a small connection to the self. You can place your palms face up toward, the ceiling or the sky for a sense of openness, right, being receptive. Or you can take your hands to heart center as a gesture of gratitude and love. So just take a moment, ask yourself, what do I need today? And start there. A small little thing you can do to kind of drop in. And once you decide what to do with your hands, I don't know what to do with my hands. Close your eyes and settle in. Allow yourself to be still. Begin to notice the sensation of breath as it enters and leaves your body. Make a little effort here to unclench your jaw, to relax your shoulders down your back. Simply sit with this connection to your breath. And notice here what you're bringing with you today. Notice any lingering emotions, any stirring thoughts, buzzing or moving energies. No judgment, just an acknowledgement of what's there. As you notice these things, simply, 1, acknowledge, and then 2, name them for what they are. What is this? It's just a thought. It's just a feeling. And from there, ask if this thing is something that will serve you in this practice. Is it something you need to explore on your mat today? If the answer is yes, dope, keep it with you. If the answer is no, make a note of it, send it away with an exhale, knowing full well that that thing will still be there later. And start to find a space between the thoughts. So this is a basic meditation practice. Sitting in stillness with our breath, acknowledging things as they arise, naming them for what they are to find a little bit of non-attachment, releasing that thing, and then finding the space between the thoughts. It's not a practice of not thinking, right? We can't stop thinking, but eventually that space between gets a little bit longer. And before we get going, friends, I do want to take a few collective breaths. So we're going to take 3 7-second breaths. If you haven't done this with me before, the way it'll work is we'll take 1 cleansing exhale, just emptying all the air from our lungs, and then we'll inhale for a count of 7. Pause at the top, exhale for a count of 7. I'll count you through the first 7, partway through the second, and the third time you will count on your own. So let's inhale to exhale. Take a deep breath in. Big open mouth, release, exhale till you're totally empty. And inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, pause. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 7, 6, 5, 4. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Good. Now before we get going, friends, maybe here, now that we've kind of grounded down a little bit, you choose to set an intention for your practice. Perhaps something stuck out during that check-in you were doing, something you want to focus on. If that's the case, call that thing in now. Or maybe it's simply down to this gesture we chose earlier. I need to ground, I need to be receptive, or I need to practice gratitude. It can be as simple as that. Find one thing that feels necessary and draw it into your mind's eye. And return to this thing as you move. Take a deep breath in. Big breath out. Good. And flutter the eyelids open. Ooh, I feel better after doing that. So we're going to get moving, don't worry. Basically what we just did is 2 different meditation techniques though. So I just want you to kind of know that, because this is something you can add to your arsenal. Equal part breathing is a really great meditation. And then that practice of sitting in stillness with the breath, knowledge, name, release, find the space between, basic meditation. So there you are. Here we are. Look at us go. All right, let's start to warm up. Let's start with some big shoulder shrugs. Take the shoulders forward, up, down, and back. Make this dramatic. Forward, up, down, and back. We're not dainty. Up, down, and back. God, feeling those little crunchies. Beautiful. And then we change directions. We go down, back, up, and forward. Big and weird. Oh, I like it. All right. Good. And then let's get funky with it. One shoulder forward, one shoulder backward. Challenging our coordination. And then switch it up. Ooh. And then let's take them both up and back. Starting with some little neck circles, nice and gentle over to the left. And change directions, don't go too fast. Good, and let that go. So, we're going to start with some seated cat-cows today. If you've done this with me before, good. If you haven't, it's gonna feel weird. I encourage you to just lean in and not care about what it looks like and just focus on what it feels like, all right? So crisscross applesauce, whatever variation of that is suiting your body today. Palms face down, elbows hugging back into the ribs. So for our seated cow variation, on the inhale, we're gonna pull our heart through, hug the shoulders back, lift up the chin. So we're arching the spine forward, much like if we were in that tabletop, right? Then from here, we start by drawing the navel in, hollowing, we're scooping, we're rounding. I like to draw my elbows out wide here to find that rounding between the shoulders. Chin tucks to chest. On the inhale, the elbows begin to draw back. The heart pulls through, look up. Can you release the belly here? We have this constant thing about sucking our gut in, right? Let the belly just hang out. Then exhale, pull the navel in, scoop around. Make it big and dramatic and weird. Inhale, heart pulls through, elbows squeeze back, feel the collarbone opening, soften the gut. Exhale, scoop, hollow around. Do it a few more times on your breath. Taking long, full breaths. Let those breaths be noisy, y'all. Inhale. And big exhales. Good. Do it again. Beautiful. Now we're going to keep this sort of same action of opening in the front and hollowing in the back, but we're going to turn this into some circles now. So we're just exploring kind of our spinal range of motion. So I'm going to pull my heart through, then I'm going to shift my shoulders over to the left. Then as I come back to the left, I'm going to start to pull the navel in, hollowing as I start to take my heart over to the right, pulling the heart through as we come forward to the right, and then we're all the way through to center, right? Do that again, but make it more fluid. So we're inhaling here, pulling to the left. Exhale, pull back to the left, hollow out to the right. Then inhale as you pull forward to the right. Just mixing it up here. Think of like making some batter. We're just stirring it up. Good, pause here, and let's change directions. Now we're in this hollow cat. Now we're going to pull it over to the left, through and forward, and to the right. So just changing the direction that we're stirring. Inhale, come through. Exhale to arch back. Who cares if it looks weird? It feels kind of nice, right? Maybe it doesn't. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. I hope it does, though. It feels good for me. One more time. Good. Inhale, pull the heart through. Exhale, run back. Excellent, y'all. Good. Just come up. Finding one more little spine, or two more actually, spinal things here, and then we'll get moving. So, still crisscross applesauce or a different comfortable seat, what have you. Inhale to take the arms up. Draw the shoulders down. And then on the exhale, take that left hand down. Tip over to the left, stretching into the right side body. Draw that right shoulder down and back. Look wherever feels comfortable. Focus the breath into the right rib cage. Yeah, so whenever we explore twisting, I also like to explore like side bending, right? Just finding the full kind of range and motion of our spine. Back bending, right? Adding in spinal flexion, etc. So just kind of drop in, find some flexibility. Inhale, take it up. Other side, exhale. Ooh, I just felt like all of my spine move. It was nice. Breathing here again, find a comfortable gaze. Try to keep that left sit bone plugged down. Focusing breath into the left side of the body. Good, and inhale, take it on up. From here, on an exhale, let's take the left hand to the outside of the right thigh. Right hand comes behind. Press hand and leg into each other and look over your right shoulder for a seated twist. And on your exhale, release. Switch sides. Right hand, left thigh. Press and look over. And come through center. Let's do that again. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist to the left. One more time each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. And come back to center. All right, friends, let's find a tabletop. We're going to roll through just a couple standard cat-cows, and then we're going to get flowing. So, tabletop, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Make sure you don't have a sway back here, right? It's really easy to disengage the low belly. Here we do want to find just a little bit of an engagement to begin, right? Notice how that flattens out the spine. Soften through the elbows, and then on the inhale, that belly's going to drop. Tailbone lifts. With the gaze, shoulders sliding down the back, let the belly just hang out here. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lead with the pelvis, draw the navel up, rounding up the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, chin tucks, press the ground away, feel that opening between the shoulders. Inhale, soften the belly, drop the navel, lift the gaze and tailbone, cow. Exhale, press, curl, round. Do this a few more times. And drop into the breath, maybe close your eyes, and take any variations you need. Give yourself permission to explore your practice and what your body needs today, right? And do that every day. Our practice is going to look different and feel different from moment to moment, from day to day. So allow yourself the freedom for it to be fresh and new each time you show up, right? Letting go of our expectations or attachments to what has happened before or to what we think should happen now, right? All we can do is be exactly where we're at. We can't be anywhere else. So today I'm going to be offering you structure and suggestions. Take what you need and go where you need to with it. Find a neutral tabletop. Tuck your toes. Exhale your hips up and back to down dog. Take a few beats here, friends. It's our first down dog, right? It's a big shape. So check in. Bend the right knee, straighten the left knee out, drawing that left heel toward the ground. Notice how that feels. And then switch it up. Pausing there, right? Checking in, allowing it to be different than the other side. Do this a few more times, pedaling out. From here, just take a look at your hands. Make sure they're about shoulder distance. Spread the fingers wide. Press firmly through the very tips of your fingers. Sorry, something started to fall over in here, y'all. Pressing through the tips of the fingers there, right? Navel drawing up and in. Feet about inner hip distance apart. But just kind of checking with our foundation here. Now from here, find stillness. On the inhale, let's lift those heels high up, bend slightly into the knees, keep the navel drawing upward. Look between your hands, and then just tiptoe to the top of your mat. We'll meet in our Ragdoll Pose. When your feet meet your hands, bend your knees a lot, let your head hang, and take a few breaths here. Maybe you grab elbows and sway. Maybe you take a nice bob up and down. Shake the head yes or no. Flutter the lips out. Alrighty, friends. Find stillness here. Keep your knees softly bent very slowly on an inhale. Start to roll up to standing. Really come up one vertebrae at a time. Allowing the spine to decompress. So you find the full height of your body. When you arrive at standing, let's take the shoulders up to the ears. Down the back. Palms forward for our mountain pose. Spread through the toes. Draw the navel in. Shoulders pinching back. On an inhale, take your arms up overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Draw the shoulders down into their sockets. Let's keep the hands about shoulder distance apart today. Take an inhale here. On the exhale, open twist to the right. We're going to draw through center, right arm back, left arm forward, thumbs facing up. Wrap that right hip forward. Good. Inhale, take it up, look up. Exhale, twist to the left. Left thumb back, right arm forward, draw the left hip forward. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, find a soft back bend. Cactus the arms, lift the heart, press the hips gently forward. Only go as far as is comfortable. And inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees as you surrender down. Head hangs heavy. Now from here, we've got the knees generously bent, right? And they're about hip distance apart. Slowly straighten that right knee out. Ooh, how's that feel? A little spicy, a little crunchy, like a tuna roll. Bend both knees. Slowly straighten the left knee out. Bend both knees. Right knee straightens. Bend both knees. Left knee straightens. Bend both knees and pause. Fingertips underneath the shoulders. Straighten your right knee out. And inhale to peel that right arm up. Finding a twist here and deepening the stretch along our right side. Spiral that bottom rib cage open, right? Take the weight out of your left rib cage by engaging your core. Or sorry, out of your left wrist by engaging your core. Exhale, fold, bend both knees. Left knee straightens. Inhale, peels the left arm up. Draw the shoulder down the back. Roll that right rib cage open. Notice that the left side feels different than the right. And exhale, fold, bend both knees. Keep just a little bit of a bend in your knees as you inhale to a halfway lift. Draw the navel in. Lengthen the spine. Shoulders sliding down the back. Fingertips rooting into the floor or your shins, right? Exhale to plant your hands flat. Step back to a high plank. Firm up the thighs, heels press back. Look forward, chin away from chest, shift forward. Come to your knees. And lower down to the mat. Elbows squeeze the ribs. Toes untuck. Elbows wrapping back. Firm up the thighs. Inhale to a baby cobra. Peel the heart up. Elbows squeezing into the ribs. Firm up the thighs slightly so the knees lift. Exhale, release down. Let's do that again. Inhale, baby cobra. Lifting the heart up. Elbows wrapping back. Exhale, release. One more time. Make sure there's no weight in your hands. Purely upper abdominal and spinal strength. And exhale, release down. Tuck your toes. High plank. On the inhale, you can come up through your knees. Down dog on the exhale, take a few beats. All right, yogis. So we're gonna roll through this series on the breath a couple times. Take it nice and slow, smooth and steady. If my cues are too fast, just be behind the cues, all right? Note that I'm gonna be practicing knees to the mat to baby cobra for my flow. If chaturanga and up dog are your flow, go for it, all right? If you're like, I don't know what any of those things are, take the flow I'm taking or hold a plank and press straight back. From down dog, let's clear it out. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, heels up, look forward. Exhale, you can take as many steps as you need. You can hop or float to a forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, navel in, shoulders back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, come all the way up, arms reach overhead. Exhale, twist to the right, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, little back bend. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees. Straighten your right knee, inhale your right arm up. Exhale, fold, bend both knees. Left knee straightens, inhale, left arm up. Exhale, fold, bend your knees. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, plant it, step it back. Lower half or all the way down. Baby cobra or up dog on the inhale. And downward facing dog on the exhale. Take a big breath in, big breath out. One more time, inhale, heels up, look forward. Exhale to step, hop or float forward. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, little back bend. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Right knee straightens, right arm up, inhale. Exhale, fold, bend your knees. Left leg straight, left arm up, inhale. Exhale, fold, bend your knees. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, take your flow, meet in down dog. Good. Big breath in. Big breath out. All right. This concludes our one breath, one movement portion of practice. Let's slow it down and work into some bigger shapes. Inhale the right leg up. Let's open up that hip today. Yeah, draw that right heel toward the left glute. Keep pressing through your right hand, though, to maintain a square heart. So we're opening from our lower half, right? You can invite some circles into the ankle, knee, or hip if that's calling to you. Keep drawing that left heel toward the ground. Good. And then from here, let's square that hip down, extend through the heel, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forward, shoulders over wrist. Again, inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose. Last time, inhale to go. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold here, look down and out, and plant your foot between your hands. Right knee over the ankle. Drop your left knee down, toes untucked. Inhale, takes the arms up, Anjaneyasana. Breathe here. What am I going to tell you to do here? I'm going to tell you to zip it up. So instead of splitting open as you press the left hip forward, knit the ribs and hips in, then gently drive the left hip forward. Noticing how that changes this, right? Bringing a little more intention into the way we move. Arms up, shoulders down the back. If arms up is ever too much for your body, take your hands to your heart. It's your practice. It shouldn't be painful. Taking a few breaths here. to soft back bend. Inhale, looking up. Good. And come back through center. On the exhale, T twist. Right arm back, left arm forward. Thumbs facing up here. Inhaling to lengthen the spine. Exhaling to maybe deepen your twist, right? Perhaps you look over that right thumb if that feels okay. Now from here, we want that front knee over the ankle. We're going to challenge our balance and stability a little bit. Tuck your left toes. Yeah, you see where we're going? We're going to start to engage into a high lunge twist. So driving that left knee up toward the ceiling. Good. You might be a little wobbly, that's fine. Now from here, find just a little shift forward. Take your hands to your heart and then hook that left elbow outside the right thigh, starting to deepen this twist. If this is too much, you can drop that back knee back down to the mat, or you can come back to that open twist. Pressing elbow and thigh into each other, roll your right shoulder into its socket. Twisting from the navel here, make sure the core is working. Won't be here super long. Stay here for a big breath in, big breath out. One more. Beautiful. On the inhale, let's release that twist, come up to a high lunge. Now from this high lunge, start to seal your left heel down to the mat. So we're going to shorten that stance a little bit. Left toes are pointing out about a, 45 to 60 degree angle, right? Turning slightly forward. Right toes are pointing forward. Take your hands to your hips. From here, the pelvis is squaring. On an inhale, start to reach the heart forward. Lengthening the spine. Notice how much length is there, right? Finding a long, flat back and a strong core. And then on the exhale, we begin to fold down for our pyramid pose. So, pyramid. Ooh, pyramid's so tricky. If your front leg is dramatically bent, try shortening your stance a little bit. Stepping your left foot slightly further forward, right? We want to press equally through both feet here. So we're pressing through the right heel to plug the right hip back, and then through the left to wrap the left hip forward, strengthening as we stretch. If you can't reach the floor, grab some books, some blocks, anything that you can put your fingertips on, and then allow yourself to just fold over your torso, or over your thigh. Full breath. Good. Look forward, bend into that right knee, and inhale to a standing split. Press off and float your left leg. Keep a soft bend in your right knee. Left toes flex down. Drawing the navel upward. Let the head hang heavy. And on your next exhale, forward fold, left foot meets the right, knees bend. Take that little cha-cha pedal out, bend, straighten the right knee, left knee, bend. Just do that a couple times. Getting that blood back into the right side. Good. Now from here, our feet are about hip distance apart. Bend your knees a lot. Take a peace finger grip around your big toes. So you're going to be stepping on our peace fingers, right? Bending the knees as much as you need to. Draw the navel upward. Broaden the collarbone. Then exhale, use your hands to pull your heart closer towards your thighs. Elbows are drawing down or wide, but keep sliding the shoulders down the back. Take just a few breaths here. And exhale, release. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. The big toes come together to touch, heels an inch apart. If you have low back issues, keep a little space between your feet. Then let's inhale. Ooh, gotta wiggle my booty out. Up to a chair pose. Strained my right hammy last week. It's still a little bit upset. So finding our chair pose, Thighs are squeezing together, weights in the heels, drawing the navel in to find a neutral pelvis and a tall supported spine. Take a few breaths here. Again, shoulders drawing down the back, arms framing the ears. If that's too much, hands at the heart. Keep squeezing the thighs together. Good, next inhale, diver pose. Start to sweep your arms back, draw the navel up, thighs are still squeezing. What happens if your palms face the floor here? Keep breathing into this, and we want to take a crow pose, go for a crow pose. Lengthening from tail through crown. Hold for the inhale, and chair pose, exhale, arms up. Take your hands to heart on the inhale. On the exhale, revolve chair. Let's hook that left elbow outside the right thigh. The hips are going to sink a little bit lower. Press elbow and thigh into each other. Draw the navel in. Look at that left knee. Make sure it's aligned with the right and not jutting forward. You may need to plug that left hip slightly back. Good. Just take a couple breaths. If you want to go to a side crow from here, go to a side crow. Draw that right shoulder away from the ear. Breath in. Breath out. One more. Good. Inhale, take your arms up. And then exhale, let's just twist to the other side. Hands to heart, right elbow to left thigh, press. Draw that right knee back, hips go lower, navel draws in, shoulder slides down the left side. Good. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Just a little bit of work there. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, take your flow. We're going to do this on our second side. I'm sweating. But what else is new? All right. Find down dog. We'll work this on our left side, then we'll pull down. From down dog, that left leg goes up on the inhale. Exhale, open the hip. Oh yeah. Keep pressing through that left hand to square the shoulder. Maybe you take some circles of the ankle, knee, or hip. Notice that left side feels different. Keep drawing the right heel toward the ground. Good. And inhale to square the hip, flex the heel. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold. Look down and out. And plant your foot between your hands. Drop your knee. So, what are we doing here? Bringing some intention in. Knit the ribs and hips in. Then press the pelvis forward. Arms up. Shoulders soft. Or hands at heart. Taking a few solid breaths here. Good. Let's find a soft back bend. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Good. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist. Left hand back, right hand forward, thumbs facing up. Maybe you look over that left thumb. The inhales lengthen, the exhales deepen. All right, make sure that left knee is over the ankle. Tuck your right toes. Begin to engage that right leg to come up to a high lunge with an open twist. Still squaring the pelvis. Twisting from the navel. Good. Inhale, little shift to that right hand forward. Exhale, hands to heart. Twisting to the left, deepening revolved lunge. Right elbow hooks around the left. Sorry, I lost you guys for a second. Let's meet in a high crescent lunge. So we were in our twist. We're going to come up through center. Fall off balance now. Hands to the hips. Seal that right heel down to the mat. Pretty little shorter stance here, right? Right toes, about 45 to 60 degree angle, hips squaring forward. Good. From here, Begin to reach the heart forward. Long, flat back. And then fold down over the left leg. Again, you can shorten your stance if your left leg won't straighten. Fingertips can come to an item of support. Press through the left heel to plug the right hip back, through the right heel to roll that right hip forward. Unclench the jaw. Full breath. Look forward, bend into that left knee. Then inhale to float your right leg, standing split. Keep your left knee softly bent, flex your right heel. Navel draws upward, torso folds downward. Squeeze as you step through. Take a little cha-cha, pedal it out. Good. Now, with the knees still bent, I'm going to offer you two different options here. So you can take a second round of that big toe grip and fold, right? Or you can start to wiggle your feet closer together. Bend your knees a lot, navel upward and straighten. So two options, either hugging yourself or gripping the toes and drawing yourself down, whichever feels necessary today. And exhale, release. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Our big toes touch. Let's come on up to that chair pose. Thighs squeeze, navel in. Nice, strong, supported core and spine. Take a few breaths. Wrapping and squeezing the thighs together. Good. Inhale, diver pose. Reach the heart forward. Arms sweeping back. Heels lifting high. Thighs squeezing together. Yo, I really hope it rains today. Keeps threatening to, and it ain't doing it yet. My garden needs it. Holding here. And exhale back to your chair pose. Take hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Left elbow to the right thigh, press, drawing the shoulder back. Sinking the hips a little bit lower, knees aligned. Maybe you come into a side crow if that's your jam. Good, inhale, come up. Exhale, other side. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, take your flow. All right, friends. Down dog. Take a couple beats. Pedal it out. And then from down dog, heels up, look forward, tiptoe to the top of your mat. Take a seat. How we doing? All right. Take a sip of water if you need it. Towel off if you're a sweaty Betty like me. And then we'll begin to cool down. Feet together, knees wide. So some things that I just always include in practice. Baddha Konasana is one of them. We're almost always going to do this. So draw the feet in just as far as feels good. No need to force it. Sit bones down. Tall spine, inhale. But on the exhale, begin to fold. You have a few options here. You can assist yourself deeper by pressing elbows into or around the calves or shins. You can find a purely passive stretch, just folding to your natural limit. If you practice often, try lifting the knees up, taking the arms underneath here, getting forearms and palms flat on the ground. So just a few options there. Wherever you are, you're focusing the breath down into the belly and channeling it into both hips. Inhale, slowly start to walk your hands back up. And now let's extend that left leg long. Draw the right foot inside the left thigh. Arms up on the inhale, make sure both sit bones are down. Turn to face that left foot and exhale to reach for the foot. Can't reach the foot, bend your knee. From here, start to walk the left hand inside the left foot. So we're going to turn that thumb to face down toward the floor, gripping the ball and the arch of the foot. We're going to roll the heart open and inhale to reach overhead. So again, just coming back to this idea of side bending. Exploring the range of motion of the spine and then stretching along that right rib cage because it just feels nice. And inhale, take it up. Let's take just a little twist here. Left hand to the right thigh. Press, look back. And release. Draw the left foot in. Extend the right leg long. Sit bone down. Arms up, inhale. Turn to face that foot. Hey, foot. And reach for it. Bending the knee if you need to. Stay here. Take that right hand, flip the thumb down, gripping the inside of the foot. Press hand and foot into each other. Roll that right rib cage open, and then reach overhead. Good. And inhale, take it up, just a little twist. Right hand to the left thigh, press. And let it go. Let's take a wide-legged fold. Extend both legs wide and long. V for victory. Sit bones down. Ooh, toes flex up. Arms up on the inhale. Find a nice strong core, palms facing in. And on the exhale, try to reach forward. Good. Hold here. Inhale, lengthen, strengthen. Exhale, reach a little further. Again. And you can hold here, taking your palms to the floor, or you can take that peace finger grip around your big toes, sliding the shoulders down the back, and using your arms to pull yourself a little further forward. and slowly start to come up. Oh, let's bring the knees into the chest. Give a little squeeze. Take one more seated fold, and then we'll take some supine twists, and then we'll close out practice. So, thighs together now, legs extended long, sit bones on the mat, toes flexing up, arms up on the inhale, draw out of the rib cage. Exhale to reach for the toes. Can't reach your toes, you know what to do. Bend your knees. Inhale, navel in, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Full breath cycle. Inhale to slowly roll up. Exhale to gently lay down on your back. Oh yeah. Once you're there, take your knees to your chest. Give a little squeeze. Maybe your back makes a little fart on the mat. Take some little circles at the ankles. And then from here, keep your knees in. Take your arms out to a T or a gold pose shape. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to let the knees drop to the left. Turn to look over your right shoulder. Easy supine twist. Allow the right shoulder to stay grounded here. Focus your breath into the low belly and the low back. So this passive twist is the opposite action of what we were doing in all those active twists. So think of our revolved chair. Our pelvis was neutral. We were twisting from the upper part of our spine. So now we're just taking the opposite of that, right? Allowing the heart to stay square and twisting from the lower half. Full breath cycle. Inhale to gently draw through center. Both knees come in. And exhale, knees go to the right. Look to the left. Left shoulder stays down. Concentrate the breath to the lowest point in your belly and back. Full breath cycle. Inhale, carefully come up through center. Squeeze the shins. Now we're going to take a happy baby today, but I want you to resist the urge to rock. So as you grip the soles of your feet, flex your feet to your hands, pull your knees down, right? Press the shoulder blades and the small of your back down into the mat. So try to suction cup the mat, your back to your mat. And just hold here. Pressing the whole length of the spine down into the ground. Maybe you flutter your lips out. Letting go of any residual tension in the face. Keep that active pressing. And then from there, draw the feet together. Draw the knees together. Wrap your forearms around your shins. Pull your forehead to meet your knees. Give yourself a big hug. Show yourself some gratitude for making this time for you today. Take your biggest inhale of your day. Squeeze. And exhale, Shavasana, final resting pose. So this is the good stuff. This is what we do it all for. Please try not to skip this. I'm going to hold here with you for a couple of minutes, and then I'll guide you out of this. So take a moment to get settled in, get those wiggles out, close your eyes, return to your natural breath here. Allow the muscles in your face to soften. Release the neck. Relax the shoulders. Allow them to grow heavier. And soften your thighs. Resting here, easy in stillness. Allow the mind to drift. And as things come up, return to that pattern of acknowledge, name, release. Find the space between. Yogis, I want to encourage you to stay here in stillness as long as you need. Please take your time. Give this time to yourself. However, if you are ready to go about your day, just begin to draw your awareness back in. Notice the physical sensations of breath as it enters and leaves your body. Invite some little wiggles into your fingers and toes. Let your head gently drop to the left and the right. Make some circles with your ankles and wrists. Be gentle. On an inhale, find a nice big good morning stretch. Arms reach overhead. Fingers and toes pull away from each other. Small the back begins to lift off the ground as you lengthen the spine. On an exhale, slowly roll onto one side. And try to keep your eyes closed. Gently and slowly on an inhale. Begin to make your way up to a seat. Nice tall spine here. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. I want to encourage you to stay here for a moment. Perhaps it's just a few breaths. Holding on to this connection to your body, your practice, for just a little longer. Or maybe you choose to sit here in meditation even after I sign off. Before we go about our days, can we simply show ourselves some gratitude for all the work we just did? And can we remind ourselves that yoga is more than just the physical practice? So what do you want to take with you today? What do you want to leave behind? Can we start to take these little practices of meditation and incorporate them off our mat? Coming back to a grounding breath in a time of stress, or allowing ourselves. Let's take one more breath together. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, release. Now, as always, the light in me honors, acknowledges, and truly loves that same light in you. Namaste. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Such a pleasure always. Again, my name's Anna MC. You can find me on Instagram at the.anna.mc. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'll be here flowing again tomorrow night at, 7 p.m. for a power flow. Have a beautiful day. Drink lots of water. And if you're able to, please consider donating at blackswanyoga.com/live. Be well, friends. Namaste.